Alright, we're going ready for some operations for the first player. French Anjou. And we'll start off with the Anjou campaign down here in Sicily. We'll start with our first operations by activating this unit right here, which is a field army. We will roll for their ops points. We'll be right back. Alright, the Anjou player will be rolling 2 dice for their operations points. It also says you can add a king's value, but I don't think he's with the force. So let's see. Select the force, blah blah blah. Player rolls 2 dice. If a king is part of the force, which he's not to initially start, modify the king's military value on the right, and the player may expend 1 or 2 military advantage markers. We have a military advantage marker that we will expand, so that will up this op dialect roll by 1. Alright, let's go. We're good to go for the field army in the Duchy of Apula. Adding 1 to the roll. We got a 3, we got a 9. So that'll be a good 10 operations points. So we'll need every one of them for what I have planned. So he'll use 1 to move to this area. Puts him down to 9. He will pick up these units right here. And a king. Alright. Well, actually, I guess that'll be it for his operations. Because he's just wanting to get over here to this little point. Alright. I guess that'll be done with his movement. How do I do this? I'm not sure. Oh, we'll see. Alright. Next will be the Anjou fleet. We'll roll for their operations. We don't have no military advantage markers though, so only 2 dice, and they have 7. So his operations will go down to 7. He'll use 1 to go over here. You can pick up 2 units per. So it'll be 1, 2, 3, 4. I need 2 ships. I have 3, more than enough. They will load, or rather embark. He will use another point to move another sea area down to 6, and he will disembark. And I guess this was an overlooked move or point by the Aragon player, but now I just got me all of Sicily. This marker here no longer. No one is null and void. Alright, let's go ahead and move our fleets. They still have points left. So I believe with those points we will move 1, 2, 3. Put these guys over here. Let's see here if we had enough points for that. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, we have plenty. We'll put that back down to 0 for our next battle group. Okay. That is it. We got us another treasury point. And we have now conquered Sicily. The only thing is we're stuck there. There's nobody else can come and get us. Because we had to go up here and reinforce this fleet we got going on here. Let's move the air guns on over a little bit. Make way for the Anjou fleets. And the thing of it is, my initial idea was to get all these fleets together and attack Aragon. Can't do that right now. I could have went 1 off on each one to try to keep on giving them casualties. As it is, my plan is just to gather all my fleets, because when they attack me, they have to attack me as 1. So I can't attack him as 1, all of them, but I can defend as 1. So that, I think, that'll be it for the Anjou player, our operations. We activated 2 groups, 2 battle groups. This group was done, and he walked into Sicily. I'll put a little marker right here. Garrisoned. Don't do that. Don't do that. We also got another unit down here. So, all right, we'll be back. I have some other stuff to do, but we'll be back to be playing some Mediterranean Kingdoms. Interesting game, easy game to learn. Great game by Strategy and Tactics Magazine. We're back. Faux pas, faux pas, faux pas. Mediterranean Empires. Why do I keep saying kingdoms? All right, we'll be back. All right, getting ready to sit back down here. Get back at it with some of this Mediterranean Empires. But I was just texting away or chatting with the Player's Aid guys. I've been looking at a game, Company of Heroes. And they got Conflict of Heroes. I think that's what they got it messed up with. But Company of Heroes looks really good. And I think it was on, one of my shows. It was his Game of the Year last year. Discriminating Gamer. That is Cody with Discriminating Gamer. So I've been checking it out. It looks like an awesome game. It looks awfully pricey because it's really detailed. But I just like the way the game flow is and the way they play the game. It looks really good. It's kind of like a combination board game miniatures, and the miniatures, they give you a set of miniatures that are outstanding, and it looked like it would be even better if you could paint them up, and I don't touched any of that part yet. It's hard enough for me to get board games in, but yeah, thinking about some Company of Heroes, and it's based on a video game, and I play a lot of video games, but my video game first person shooter's always been Red Orchestra, and I haven't played that in years. That used to be the big game back in the day. But they got all kinds of first-person shooters and war games. But I really haven't got into that too much. I haven't really had the time. The time was very, very short in my lifestyle until this time of year, and then I get into some board gaming. But we're gonna get back into this game, and we'll be right back. All right, continuing on with game turn 2, we will gather some force, and the force will consist of some French fleets, and we're not even gonna roll for them their operational points because we're just going to move them over here into this neighboring area. And next I think all I'm going to be doing is maybe moving some forces around. Oh, I did move a force earlier. I might have put a force in here when I bought units, but he can't be added here because it's a conflicted zone. So I think I went ahead and put him here. Over there, but yeah, I did notice that. Some of these borders can get kind of crowded, cluttered. So yeah, it's a situation. That might be it for the French operations phase. I don't see if I want to move any units back and forth anywhere. I guess I could. Let me see real quick. Maybe I'll gather me another force there and right here. Move these guys over, but nah, you never know. Maybe a unit or so. Better keep somebody there. We'll be back for final battle group formation. Alright, then just to finish up, I did move one unit from here, Evergain or whatever, on down into Albi. So there you go. That'll be the final movement, and we'll be on to the player B, Aragon's turn. Let me look around here, make sure I ain't got no housekeeping or any final moves. We'll be back. Alright, I think that's going to be the final positions of the player A's forces. Mostly just beefing up this sea area. But like I said, all these forces can't attack the Aragons. You have to be the French attacking them, then the Aragon, or the Anjous, and then the Genovese. So that will be it. Another thing is, a French Anjou player got plenty of forces that could have been bought, but unfortunately, they be real Paul. So you can see the Aragon player has all of his available forces on the map. Be interesting to see how that comes out. We'll be right back with the operations phase. Alright, then for the first activation of player B, we'll go in here to his ally, Venice. We'll be activating a Venetian fleet. Alright. We will roll for this one fleet. Now, the thing of it is, this will... Oh, sorry about that. Back camera work again. This fleet represents 2 fleets, so we'll actually need to put him back here. There you go. So we will roll for op points for the Venetian fleet. And we get the big 9, which is good. Because you'll need every one of those for the Aragonese plan. Alright, there he is at the big 9 op points. So what he'll be doing first of all is, since he represents 2 fleets, we will you gotta come over here to spot where there's that'll be fine. We'll pick up 2 units here. 2 land units in Venice. And let me make sure these are fleets, yeah. Fleets, yeah. Okay. Making sure everything's okay. So he'll be, since he's 2 fleets, you can definitely take these 2 units. I think it's 2 units per fleet, so you can take more. But it don't cost him nothing to load these guys up. And we'll be going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, open water still, 7. Alright, let me see here. 9, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. He only has 2 up points left. Alright. Now what he'll be doing is an amphibious assault against Genoa. And I'm thinking to myself, maybe I should have brought more units. Huh. These are all fleets here. There was another Venice unit here, but he's nowhere where there's a fleet. So I guess I'll just have to keep him there and go on with our fight. Kind of. Let me see here. Let me see. Do I want to do this? Let me rethink my plan. Be right back. Alright, we'll start this on over then. I think I know how to get her all done. First thing we'll be doing is activating the Venice levies. I'll be rolling for their op points. They get 9 op points. So we'll put this over on a 9 marker. They're just going to move over here and pick up a couple of units. They'll pick up a field army and another bunch of levies. Alright, it's also important that these units start at Venice City. So there you go. He moves from, I guess it's Istria or Justria. I guess it's an I. And moved on over here now. I will activate a British fleet, or not a British fleet, a Venetian fleet. Roll for his ops value. He gets a 4. Ooh, that's not good. That's not good at all. Alright, let's get on here to 4. And then we'll load these guys. And remembering each Venice fleet marker counts as 2 fleets. So he will go 1, 2, 3, 4. And he's gonna have to stop here. Does not venture into my plan. Low op points. Alright. What we will do then is, well, you know what? Let's do it this way. Let's put these guys all back here. He rolled for his op points. He got a 4. So we'll move him 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright. And we'll just do it this way. We'll another fleet activate. We'll roll for his op points. He gets a 5. So, when they say cheaters never prosper, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, don't cost no op points to embark or disembark anybody. So we're just trying to get a high die roll so we can get somebody over there. But it's a long ways away, so we were, I guess, lucky on that first try. Too bad it didn't count. Okay, next fleet we're going to do these guys all one at a time. He gets a 5 also, so he'll be going 1, 2, 2, 3, 4, 5. Alright. So we got Venetian fleets all over the place going around the heel or Buttola, Italy. Alright, well, this will be my last one. These guys have to embark no matter what, but we roll for out points for him. He gets a 7. So it might work. We'll load him and these guys all on up. Well, you know what? Oh, each fleet can take 2 units, but there's 2 fleets. Okay, so I got room even for 1 more unit. So that's a 7. We will go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. He almost got up there. Not quite. That 9 definitely helped with our invasione of Genoa. Alright, well, that's going to be it. We'll take these Venetian fleets, turn them sideways so we know that they've moved. And that is it for my Venetian plan. Didn't come through at all. But that's one way to do it. I guess it's all within the rules. You know, just activate whoever you want. Let me look over here, see if there's going to be any more offensive operations we want to try to finish off the French. Well, we'll just see what goes on there. We do have a couple more fleets that can add, and that would definitely maybe boost our strength enough to form an attack. Right back. Alright, well, Aragonese are going to, let me see if I want to do this right away. Let me see, because they could try to piecemeal me. I'll go ahead and activate a force right here. We're not going to roll a dice for him because he's only going to move 1, but we'll move both our fleets to reinforce these guys. That means if he wants to attack, he's got to attack them all. So I thought maybe lead them down here, but they could piecemeal. France could attack them, then Aragon or Anjou, and then Genoa. But I don't want to do any offensive operations with just these fleets here, even though each one of these red markers count as 2 fleets. And the only ones that count as 2 are the Genovese over here. We, as player B, will wait for the Venetians. Look and see if we want to do any offensive operations. It's not looking really like it. Maybe we'll take advantage of the poor nature of the French. Gather some more. Although we got all our land forces on the board. Let me look real quick. We'll be right back. Alright, now we are going to activate our next force, which is a bunch of raiders down here in the kingdom. We will roll for their op points. He gets a 6. Might not work into my plan. We will see. We'll go here, pick up 1. That's 1. We'll go here, pick up 2. That's 2. Here, pick up 1. That's 3. And here, pick up everybody. That is 4. Let me put these guys down. Make sure I got everything straightened out. Go down here. Let me see. They were down here. 1, 2, 3, 4. He has 2 more operation points left. Let me gather up all the forces. We'll be right back. Alright, Aragon is back with enough forces and supplies for 1 attack. It's about all I can muster. Didn't hit the gyro as well. That might have been planned out differently, but went better. But this is what I got going on here. I could have went up with that force and then rolled for another force and created them and went after him. But we'll go after him with this amount. And if he gets away, we'll go after him next turn. Plenty of forces here. So this will be it. Tail tape coming right back. Alright, then there we go. And can the French king pull another one out of the hat? We shall see, we shall see. There's the Aragon forces, consisting of field armies, raiders, mercenaries, and levies. Don't look good for the French. They're running out of forces. Be right back. Alright, French king is going to attempt his escape die roll. He needs a 5 or 6. Gets a +1 modifier on die roll because he is a king with his forces. Oh, and there will be a battle. Could be it. We'll be right back. Alright. Looking to determine initiative and looking if any of these stratagem markers apply, but they only apply during the attack or during the combat phase. So we're rolling here to determine initiative with the French getting a -1 or +1. Yeah, +1 on their roll, and the Aragonese not getting any. So +1, highest guy gets the initiative. 3 versus a 2, it's a tie, and I believe all ties. Player with the higher modified die roll has initiative. Blah blah blah. The non-phasing player wins all ties. So with his added die roll modifier, the king pulls another one out. Now he has to decide whether he wants a field battle or he will have 4. Well, it don't matter what he has. Oh, what do we want to do? I think we want to make it a raid where his raiders will count as 2. He's got 2 raiders, but he's got 2 field armies. 2 field armies there, so those count as 2 on the field battle table. On the raid table, those count as 2. So either way, I think we'll be better off on the raid table. So we will pick the raid table. And I think he's got maximum units. We see 1. If we do it raid, will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Ooh, he's got 3 raiders. No, we don't want that. We want the field battle table. Okay, we'll take it on the field battle table. To where he'll have 1, 2. I'll show you how I'm doing this. Field battle 2. I get to pick the table that we fight on because I won the initiative. So I'll take the field battle table where field armies count as 2. 1, 2, 3, 4. Is there somebody else that counts as 2? Oh, mercenaries. We can't win. So either way, he's gonna have 3. I think the raid table will probably be better off for us. Let's look at the results here. 3 units. Well, 10 units. Counterattack, no effect. Okay, yeah, raid table is better for us. So we will take the raid table. So therefore, he will be attacking with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Either way, it's the 8 to 10 unit column. He will be rolling a die. Now the thing of it is, we got modifiers, I think. Do we want to use our marker on a fight that's probably, well, ambush. Ambush. Let's read it. What it says about the ambush. It says ambush when used during either player's operation phase. Expired. Expend the marker when used. Effects. Raid combat. +1 die roll modifier for the attacker. +(-1) for the defender. Ooh, we will use this marker and go -1 on a die roll. Does he answer with a coup de main? Attacker only during a field battle, so he can't use that one. So that will be a negative for them. Roll a die with a -1 modifier under the raid table. Because you can see it has no effect. He's got 2 of these no effects for its bloodbath. Where this one only has 1 no effect, so that's why I picked this table. And we get a -1 modifier with a 4. Oh, was that a 4? Oh, it was a 3. Alright, so we'll go up here. Zoom in for you. That's the effect that we want. 1, 2, 3. So that is it. We chose wisely. Let's make sure it's a white column all the way over. It's a 3. So yeah, good thing we had our modifier and everything else. That's it. He used up his last 2 operational points. So there will be no further combat. We dodged a bullet. French player. Will we see back to see if there's any more battle groups formed by the Aragonese. Alright, we're back. And that might be it for battle groups. I was thinking about forming a battle group here and bringing them on over into here against them. But that would kind of leave my area here undefended. Although I could garrison it with 3 and still come up with at least 4 or 5 units to go in there against them. Well, we still might do that. Another note, game note, that I needed to do when I collected treasury points for this city, I should have rolled. So we might go ahead and do that right now. Just to see, let me see here what it says. Maybe we'll even give us a table for vassals. Yeah, vassals you gotta roll. Raid combat, treasury points. Vassals attempt. Alright, let's go back over here to the treasury. Treasury. Recruiting cost. Come on, where's it say vassals? The controlling side may also receive 1 treasury point from vassal state upon a successful die roll. 6.1. 6.1, where's that at? It's a neutral powers vassal state. There you go. Run one die roll, 1 through 4. So we still got treasury points there. Let's see if he got it or if he gets one deducted. 1 through 2. What should it say there again? 1 through 4, he gains a treasury point. So he does get a treasury point. We don't have to deduct that. So yeah, we have to make sure we did that right on these vassals. The alliance, he gets one. Vassals, he does not. All right. Well, I was thinking too. We got units down here. We can bring a fleet on down. We got a couple units here we can collect. We still might get us a battle group here to go against the French again into here, but I don't see why they wouldn't be able to move on in. Can one unit be only attacked one time? Check out the rules. Be back. All right. Well, it doesn't say anything in the rules about a force only being able to be attacked once. So I'm pretty sure I can gather me a force here, leave some garrison units behind, and go after that French king one more time with a fresh force. We'll be right back. Alright, then a fresh force has been gathered, and is the King of Aragon. And another thing I'm thinking too is, he can spend op points to go in here, and it doesn't, it says you can movement, spend 1 point to go in here, and spend 2 points to go out of there. And go into any area. He can move anywhere he wants. This isn't a zone of control game. So, yeah, this force here can go over here. I'm thinking about just go over here, taking this low fruit, hanging fruit, and maybe just walking my way on around. We will see, but that is the next force from the Aragon side B. We're going to roll for some op points and see what kind of damage or terror they can inflict. Way back. All right, well, he's rolling for his supplies. And he will get a 2+2 modifier on a 2 die roll. And it's good times to be Aragonese. They must have hit the jackpot. He's cashing in all the chips from the treasure. So op points will be +1. Will be a 13 op points, and all those op points could spell the end of the game for the French player. We will expect 1 op point to move into this area right here, giving him 12. And I think we're going to move out of that area into this area right here. And that will expend me 2 more op points. Down to 10. And we're going to have a combat. Expending another 2 points versus these 2 French units. Right back. Alright, there's the tail of the tape. We'll definitely be trying to avoid combat. Another important note I wanted to make before I just moved on through these units here is that those French units had a chance to intercept the force. But they don't want to mess with that force right there. So we'll see what goes on there. I don't think that might have been a suicide mission to try to stop it from just going on through there. So hopefully these guys can hold out. Although he's got plenty of op points and they can just keep on running around, but they will definitely try to avoid combat. French player rolling to avoid combat. Be right back. Alright, we might have another faux pas here. I don't believe that these ships can be can have transported units on their ships in between. They can't be left out at sea with units on it. So let me check that roll real quick. We'll be right back. Yes, it does say transported land units must be embarked and disembarked in the same fleet action. Transported units cannot remain on board a fleet when the fleet completes its action. So that Venetian fleet we had in this area right here, he's got to go back. So what we'll say we did is rolled for his op points, seeing that he didn't have enough op points to transport, and he just stayed there. He didn't do nothing. So those Venice units are still there. The unit that came over from Istria is still there. They're all still there. Let's go ahead and spread these guys on around. But yeah, they couldn't make it. I mean, I don't see get things out of whack here, but yeah, if they came around, he'll need at least a die roll of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. He'll need at least a 10 die roll in the future to get these units transported, unless they want to disembark somewhere else. So that could be a choice also. Sicily. That might be what we'll have to do, but that is what we found out with the rules, and always, like I said, a stickler for the rules on the Gaming with Garavalia channel. Alright, we are back here with this combat going on here. These guys here are going to try to get out of the way. You can run, but you can't hide. We'll be right back. Alright, French player looking for a 5 or 6. I don't know where these dice are. To avoid combat. A 5 will get him out of combat with some of these units, but not the raiders. And a 6 will get him out of combat from everybody, so he's kind of looking for a 6. No modifiers because there's no king with him. He gets a 2. So let's get it on. Be right back. Alright, the all-important initiative die roll with the Aragonese getting a +2 with their king. He is moving through and he is ready to rape and pillage. So roll a die +2 for the Aragon player. He gets a 4 and the French get a 3. Aragon gets to call which table to use. We'll be right back. Alright then, rolling on the 8 to 10 unit field battle table. And he will get a +2 die roll modifier because of the king. French get nothing. Rolling +2 on the table. Oh, a 3. Is it the... Oh, it's a bloodbath. What is this? Field battle table? Yeah. A 3 is a bloodbath. So under here, it means that the attacking player eliminates 1 unit and may eliminate any number of additional units. So we will eliminate a levy. And let me see. Eliminate a 2 more. So you got to eliminate 2 more, France. I guess we'll have to take away our field army. Alright, and we will go ahead and lose us a mercenary unit, meaning that they lose 1, 2. So there you go. That is the bloodbath battle results. But he did take the county, and he gets another city. So that was an important battle. He still has 8 operation points left. We'll be back. Alright, Aragon King has established the Province County as Aragonese, and he's moved on over to battle king against king, and that's why he didn't leave anybody over here to garrison it, because he wants all his forces to go against the king. But when he does that now, he'll have to spend a movement point to move into that area. Another, that's a treasury point, so I'm sorry. Operational point to move in that area gives him a 7, and another 2 for combat. 6, 5. So he has 5 points left. And I'm going to do battle. Trying to finish the French off. We'll be back. Alright, we're ready to have us our last battle. Our so-called last battle. Better not be the last battle for the French, but we're going to move these units down here. It's because we're running out of room up here. So we'll have the tail of the tape down here in the sea. There you go. French king with his 2 field armies versus the... I should get the names of these guys. I have it in that article on the write-up, I'm sure, which king it was during which year. But here you go. We are ready. French king with 4 field armies. Aragon king. 4 field armies. 1 mercenary. Well, it depends on which table it is, whether these guys count as 2 armies or not. So, on a field army table, I think the mercenaries count as 2. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 versus 4. but it don't really go that way. It just depends on how many units he has in his attacking force. But the King of France will definitely try to avoid combat. Be right back. Alright, French avoid combat die roll with a +1, looking for a 5 or 6. And he gets he gets a 3, but he hit the other Aragon die, but we'll say it's good. That'll be a 4, which means he will not avoid combat. Let's get this die out of here. And it'll be on. Initiative. +1 for the French, +2 for the Aragon. We'll see what other kind of modifiers they have. So determine the number of advantage markers. Coup de main. I think that's only for combat. And it only goes with raiders. Oh, well, we'll see. Maybe that was a different. Oh. Attacker only during a field battle. It contains a city, which it does. Alright. So in the field battle, our next die roll, it'll come into effect. So this will be a initiative die roll. 5 for the Aragon player. 5 for the French player. I guess the French win all ties. So that'll give them the initiative. Huh. Alright. The player with the higher modified die roll has the initiative. The non-fedging player wins all ties. French will call it. We'll be right back. Alright. Pick your poison. I think we're going to go with the raid table. That way we can avoid these two counting units. These units here count as 2. All 3 of these count as 2 on the field battle table. On the raid table, he only counts as 2, so it will be a raid table combat. And we will attack with, let me see, raiders. Count as 2, so there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Underneath the 5 units table on the raid. Alright, combat modifiers. We will say it is a -1 for the French, +2 for the Aragon player. Now he will look at his coup de main stratagem marker for any added modifiers. And it does say that coup de main attacker only during a field battle. Oh, we're on a raid table, so luckily the French followed that plan. Will not be using the coup de main marker. Alright, rolling with a net die roll modifier of +1. He gets a 7. Not good, not good. Not good at all. Decisive victory plus a stratagem marker. The fighting unit side eliminates all units. The attacker randomly picks 1 stratagem marker. That might be it. That might be it. The king goes too. So we put the king down here to remember at the end of our turn to pick a new king. But yeah, casualties piling up, and the French got a bunch of units here. They just can't afford to buy anything, and they also lost another city. So let's get these guys on over here. Big victory for the French, or for the Aragonese. Big victory for the Aragon king. Just killed the French king and took over Montpellier. And actually, he has more out points left, but yeah, I don't know about just claiming these territories. They don't have no cities in them, so we got us a couple more cities. And we'll look and see if I think that's all the damage is done. We can maybe move a fleet. Let's do that. Let's activate this fleet here. We'll activate 1 fleet. Do we want to really take this apart though? We'll leave it right there. We'll leave it right there. That might be it for the Aragon activation. Let's move on to the next phase and look at this over. We'll be right back.